Oh, hi everyone. Oops, kept that on. Captain JJB84 here, wearing protection this time. Well, here was another movie review of Sucker Punch. Alright, on to the Sucker Punch, eh? Well, that's how I felt after I saw this movie. Ugh, man. Now, seriously, this movie wasn't bad, but just flawed all over. I mean, let's get on to this thing we call plot. Okay, let's begin. Well, Sucker Punch. This is Zack Snyder's first original movie, meaning that it's not based off material from you know, something else like how Watchmen was. So yeah, it's a just original idea altogether, and I could just imagine this is probably an idea he had after watching Sailor Moon, maybe. This is like Sailor Moon if you got each one of those chicks, gave them steroids, machine guns, and other stuff. So yeah, the story is Baby Doll, the chick from the trailer, is gonna be lobotomized because she did some stupid stuff. Well, her stepfather tries to rape her little sister, and she accidentally shoots her little sister. So that gave enough power to the stepfather to send her to a mental institute to get her lobotomized. Well, fortunately, she's not being lobotomized for about 5 days. So, yeah. Well, and there's this other guy who is gonna put all the girls there into prostitution. Yeah, well, just the good-looking ones, I guess. So Baby Doll's chosen, and excuse me, I'm eating a cookie. So cookie. Anyways, good cookie. Anyways, she meets Rocket, played by Jenna Malone, who is just fine. I mean, she was the hottest character. She was the hottest chick in that movie. She also meets Sweet Pea, sister to Rocket. Sweet Pea's the older sister. Also introduced to Blondie and Amber. Amber's played by Jamie Chung. Blondie's played by Vanessa Hudgens. So anyways, essentially what they're doing is this like erotic dancing to this erotic music, I guess. And so this Polish instructor, I guess, who kind of looks like what Angelina Jolie will look like in about 15 years or so. No offense to Angelina Jolie, I think she's a good actress at times. Pretty much plays the music, and then Baby Doll starts dancing, though we don't get to see it, and we get to see what's going through her mind. She gets at one of those Asian temples where you wonder, how the hell did you light all those candles, type things. And she meets, I think it's Scott Glenn, I think. I don't know, the old guy, is this old actor. He's not even that old, he's only like 65, but he tells her, you need 5 things to get out of here. A map, fire, a knife, and a key. And a 5th thing, which will be revealed in time. So, then she fights these 3, and she gets a sword and a gun from him, and fights these 3 mutant samurais. And one of them has a rail gun. A rail gun is that thing from Transformers 2 that was used to blow up Devastator. Why am I not surprised, Zack Snyder? Well, this goes for heavy artillery. Putting on the helmet. Bit loose, but will do. Anyway, so then she comes out of the dance, then she comes out of that, returns to reality, and And so we don't even know what the dance looks like, but you see everyone sort of cheering, like thinking, "Oh, that was the really good dance" or whatever. But and so and then she tells the four, I guess, that okay, here's what we need to get out of here, and she's gonna be Baby Doll's gonna be lobotomized in like 5 days, so they have 5 days to collect all these items, and after that, it's 3 montages. One is they've entered some World War I like era, and it's not they get the items in the dream sequences. Pretty much what they do is the dream sequences are essentially a distraction while Baby Doll is dancing, but they have something to do with how they're sort of getting the item. So, the first one is essentially just a distraction, so Sweet Pea can steal a map of the mental asylum so they can find an exit. And in the dream sequence, there's some World War I like area where they have to kill a bunch of Nazi zombies. Call of Duty reference. And get the map so they can win the game. I don't know. This honestly feels like a video game. Like, if they make a video game of this, I'm playing it because it looks cool. So yeah, then they get the map and, okay, 2 more items. 3 more items. The second one, they have to get a match. They have to get fire. So they steal the mayor's, so another dream sequence where kind of like a Lord of the Rings like thing. I think Peter Jackson's gonna sue somebody. So will J.R.R. Tolkien. And so then they get the, sorry, I was distracted. They get the, lighter. Now they got 2 things. But the guy who's the owner of the club starts getting suspicious of them. So, he's on to them. So they're halfway there. The next one, they have to get a knife, so they get it from the kitchen or else. They perform a dance technique in front of this chef. And apparently what happens in these dream sequences will also happen in reality, I guess. So in that sequence, Rocket dies. Yeah, and she was the hottest character and she dies. So, But they get the knife. But they're lost by a comrade. Then they only have 1 more item to get. So Rocket sadly died, and because Sweet Pea, her sister, Sweet Pea's all sad, and the guy puts her in a closet. Well, a little closed area where she can weep. And so yeah, so it's just 4 of them left. And then Vanessa Hudgens' character, by the way, does nothing. Like, Amber's character gets the lighter, Sweet Pea gets the map, and Rocket kind of gets the knife. So, yeah. Yeah, so then, oh, by the way, that sort of dream sequence that entered was kind of like a Vietnam-like thing. Well, I thought it was Vietnam because there was a helicopter. It looked like the ones they used in Apocalypse Now. But, I don't know, they had to stop a train called the Knife with a bomb on it that detonates when he reaches the city. They fail, Rocket dies, so yeah. So, then Vanessa Hudgens tells the Polish teacher and what they're doing, and, she'll keep it a secret. Unfortunately, the guy finds out and then puts a bullet in the back of Amber's head and Blondie's head. So Amber and Blondie are dead. So it's just 2 left now. And then, Baby Doll's getting ready for a show, but then the dude comes in and threatens her. And then Baby Doll takes out the knife from the chef and stabs him in the shoulder. And he has the key around his neck, so they take it. So yeah, so Baby Doll frees Sweet Pea from the closet, and they light this thing on fire so it'll create a distraction so they can escape. And so they get to the outside where they realize only one of us can escape because there's a bunch of people blocking the way. So Baby Doll realizes the fifth thing. It's me. Spoilers, I guess. So yeah. So then she creates a distraction, and Sweet Pea escapes. How tragic. And then we cut to the next scene, and Baby Doll gets lobotomized. I don't know how the lobotomization works, but they take this big needle thing and hammer it into you, and then pull it out. It only digs into like an inch or so in your skin. And so yeah, they escape. So yeah, she escapes, and then we learn that that this guy, this you know, the owner of the club's been doing this to a lot of girls who disobey him. So, and then the Polish lady figures out, because they need her signature to do it. She figures that out, finds him, and you know, he gets arrested. Oh, Baby Doll's sadly been lobotomized. And one thing I don't get is that when when she gets lobotomized, I assume there was like some big mark in her face or something. But so they cover her face, so they, you know, the way that's filmed, so they don't show her face. But when they finally show it, you just see a tiny little hole near her nose. So what was the point of that? Yeah, well. So, yeah, after that, we see Sweet Pea. She gets to a bus station, and we meet that old guy who's been appearing again and again. And she lets her on the bus, and goes to her mother, who she left years ago. And that's the plot in a nutshell. So, this movie honestly had no plot. I'm sorry to say, but a plot has to be a plot, not just a bunch of video game sequences mixed with Zack Snyderisms. I will give credit, though. Those chicks were hot, and Gemma Malone, man, I mean, well, she was the one chick, Rocket, with short hair. Yeah, and I don't know, I find that attractive. But Zack Snyder says this was supposed to be empowering to women. I don't get that. In the dream sequences, they're wearing like lingerie and miniskirts, and you get panty shots every 5 seconds. Jesus Christ, I mean. And, you know, even, how is this empowering to women as well if they're in prostitution, so, yeah. And there are some good performances, maybe by Scott Glenn or whatever, I don't even know, John Hamm, whatever his name is. I think it's John Hamm. He's an old guy. Maybe one of you could correct me, just like I said, Anne Hathaway was the Red Queen or whatever. But, anyways, moving on, I guess. So, yeah, I don't know, it really just seemed like, I don't know, Zack Snyder just wanted to go out there and say like, look, I had this cool idea. I mean, I'm gonna give this my lowest rating. One of my lowest ratings, 6.5 out of 10. 6.5 out of 10. Because, okay, yeah, I mean, it was cool to watch, but without a story or anything like that, it's not very good. I thought this was going to be an 8 out of 10, or at least like a 7.5, but no, this is just a 6.5. You know, I'm going to get rid of that half. Just a 6 out of 10, actually. Just a 6 out of 10. I mean, the chicks were hot, visually stunning, but really, I mean, you can't just throw special effects everywhere. I mean, the people who are really going to like this are like 14-year-old middle school kids, or 13-year-olds. I mean, you know, you got everything. Hot chicks, you know, weapons, guns, war, dragons, and I guess. So, yeah, they'll like it. I mean, I got a bit of a kick out of it, kinda, I don't know. But, my co-host, I guess, who's not here, there's only been 2 reviews, will write a comment below and disagree with me. If you disagree with me, then more power to her, I guess. But that's the review, so see you later.